Okay, hi, this is the very first YouTube video we've ever made. So, since I am still on my special boot from breaking my foot, I decided to have Nate show you this. And I'm super excited about these, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're like me and you have a bunch of kids and they bring home so much stuff, are you tired of it being on you? I'm going to go to this now. Okay, I'm just going to show this little box for a second while I talk. If you have a lot of kids and they bring home so much stuff from school, and maybe you used to scrapbook and now you don't have time, or maybe you never did scrapbook, or
But you bought all the junk to
but you bought the stuff. Yeah, I didn't do that really, but if you have decided maybe you need an easier, simpler way, there was this blog that I found, and I'll post the link to the blog. I can't remember what the name of it was right now, but she has all of these things already made. So babe, take the lid off of that one so I can show this. So this is what it is. You take this box. We got this one at Walmart for $5, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So I would say this whole project for like all of these boxes, all of the hanging file folders, probably was about $50 to do it all. So if you figured, that's a lot less than a scrapbook. And my goal with this was to be able to, when my kids leave the house as adults, to just be able to hand them this box and everything is in here. And so Trent is probably, since he's older, he's in 10th grade right now, he has the most stuff in his box. So I wanted to show, this is what she has. So she already has these little labels. These are all done. All you have to do is just go onto her blog and print these off. And then you just cut them out and you just stick them inside those little plastic holders. But then she also has on here, she also has these for every single grade. So there's one that, and they all have the same pattern, it all matches, and I thought that was really cute. So there's 2 different colors you can choose from. And I just put on here the year that Trent was born and the year that he'll graduate from high school. And then there's another color if you want, like one of them was blue and one of them was like, it was a little bit different. But anyway, I didn't remember because it was first grade. A lot of them, I'm sad to say, did not even remember who their teacher was. But once you go back through and take all of those, and like look through all your stuff, then you'll be able to remember who the teacher was. So I didn't remember like the best friends or their favorite subjects. So I just kind of left those blank. I might go back with my younger boys. I could go back and fill those in, but I haven't done that yet. But she starts at preschool. And so what I did, because I wanted everything in one box. So the way that I changed this a little bit is I added one birth to age 1, age 1 to 2, age 2 to 3, and then started with preschool because all of my kids started preschool at age 3. And so that way it got those first few years and I didn't have to, not have a spot for those. So like there's a few little things, like I always did a little sticker calendar that shows what they did every day. I have one of those for all of my boys. It was just an easy way to do like a baby book. And so then what I do is anything, oh, sorry, that was like getting stuck on something that was in there. Anything that, like those large pictures that maybe you even have like a whole bunch of them, then I just put everything. So there's some, and like a lot of schools are doing these now, like those little yearbooks that the elementary schools are doing. And those are really fun because they don't take up much space. You can just easily put them in there. There's even like some larger things that he did. Like he was chosen to do the cover of this book for their 2nd grade class. Oh no, this was 3rd grade, excuse me. And so I just put the whole book in there and it just fits really nice. And then in the back, I put all of the yearbooks. And I found that, I feel like Trent has quite a bit of items in here. He does also have a baby book, which is a large book, which wouldn't fit in here. But besides the baby book, this is this is what he has. And I also put in here, like, in the back, his little blessing outfit. He was born in the year 2000. So I think it says something like that on here, 2000 baby or something. And then his little, like his little hand cast. And so if you have little things that don't fit in a file folder, I found that there's enough room in the back just to add those. So anyway, what I'm going to show tomorrow, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to show tomorrow. A lot of you are probably kind of, I heard the term hybrid the other day, and hybrid means somebody that uses both paper and electronics to organize their stuff, their memorabilia, and etc. So I would consider myself to be a hybrid, because even though there's a lot of electronic options, if you have kids in school, you know that the paper is not going anywhere. So you will still have a lot of paper regardless. So I'm going to show how I use Evernote and Scannable, which are probably my two favorite apps, to organize this. And so some of it I'll have like in two spots. I'll have it both paper form and electronic form. And then what I'm planning on doing when we move is just keeping these stacked in the basement just like this. And then I'm going to put a little basket on the top of whoever's on top. And then I'm just, as they get papers, I'm just going to throw stuff on there. And I'll probably go through and file it maybe, you know, once a week or once every couple of weeks. And so I kind of had, and what I also might do, like you can kind of see in Bryce's box here that I have a paper in there that needs to be filed. You know, you could also just stick them in the front of your child's box until you have time. I mean, if you're opening up the box anyway, you probably just may as well just put it in there. But, and another thing that I did that I forgot to show was big photos, like the oversized photos. I know a lot of you probably have these of your kids that are like so big, maybe like a 10 by 13. I just took them and just stuck them underneath the files. And it seemed like they fit really nicely. So that way you know where those are at if you need those for any reason. And anyway, I'm going to show more of the electronic options tomorrow, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.